Hello everybody. Today's a little bit of a different one. It's going to be more uh personal and more just not in my room, in my car. I have to set this camera up. Damn, that's not good, is it? Okay. For the audio listeners, apologies. I'm setting up my camera right now. I think that should be good. Maybe a little bit more to the left. Yeah, maybe like that. Perfect. I think that's good. I mean, it's going to be slightly off if you're watching the video, but this is pretty funny right now. I'm in a pitch black area. Literally cannot see a single thing outside. A little bit scary because there's a white van next to me as well. So thankfully I put on a lock. Put on my car lock so that no one can open up my doors because yeah, that would be scary as. So ignore me if I'm looking around most of the time. It's really dark, and I also look like a mess right now. Audio listeners, you probably won't be able to tell, but I just came from the gym, so that's going to be my excuse, I suppose. Also, the audio's just straight out of the camera, so I'll put it in my CapCut and fix the audio. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Who knows? This is also probably going to overheat midway, about 30 minutes in. As always, I didn't buy the fan. I'll buy the fan later on if I do, continue with all this podcast stuff. Today's drink, it happens every week, as you guys know. It's different. This one is a 30 gram whole protein Dutch chocolate shake, and it's really nice. A little bit expensive, but that's just gonna quench my thirst while I speak today. In case you're wondering, I know I'm waffling on a little bit, but this is almost probably one of the most random ones that I've done. I've only done 4. Well, this is gonna be my 4th one, but this is so random, so it's gonna be messy. If you like it being messy, then join the ride. Apologies if you like a neat podcast, but this one's probably not going to be it, because I am sitting in my car, and this is my little home. Okay. You also hear background cars, I think. I don't know if you heard that or not, but there was a car passing by. On today's podcast, we are speaking about starting off why we self-sabotage, sorry, excuse me. Why we holy shit. Sabotage. We're going to speak about that. And then we're also going to go into breaking the cycle. It's probably going to be in one topic. I'll speak about them both at basically the same time. Advice segments. I love advice segments. I did it last week, and I don't know how they went. Unfortunately, YouTube didn't want to give views to my video. Yep. But I think it went well. I think there's like one fan or something. Or I don't want to say fan. You're probably not a fan, but one friend that watches it constantly. So if it's you that's listening to this, thank you. It is like I really appreciate it. Yeah, but we're gonna speak about the different advice segment. I don't even know if that's what I was saying that we did last week or not. I don't even know if I got to that point. I think I just waffled on for too much. The story is going to be, as a little tease, the co-worker competition, the brother's new girlfriend, or the phone addiction. I'm going to pick 2, probably not 3. So I don't know why I keep getting 3 when I'm going to use 2 anyway, because then if you actually want to hear this 3rd one, then it's just like a little bit stupid that I'm doing this, because then I'm just teasing you for no reason. But hopefully I picked the right ones, I guess. Then we're going to do personal reflection, blah, 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 all the boring stuff. And then that's about it. But as you guys know, I still am doing that TikTok challenge. If you get it to 100,000 views a video, I'll give you $50. Woo! Money, money, money. Okay. what was I going to speak about today? I can speak about my week right now, or I could just go straight into it. I mean, I did say this was going to be messy, so maybe I should speak about my week. Basically, what's happened this week is, I don't know, a whole lot. I'm trying to get out of my airport job, so I'm sort of setting up a agency. It's a fancy word, but I'm just gonna try. It's a photography agency. Hopefully it goes well because I don't really like the airport job. It's fun working around planes, but it's super stressful because I don't know. It's just, I guess not stressful. It's just like a lot of blah. Like you don't get paid enough for how much it ruins your body, I suppose. Like yeah, all the people that call in sick because they just hate the job, and also the amount of people that have workers' compensation because they hurt themselves. Some guy in last December got his leg chopped off, so that was very scary, and all the friends that I now have there had to deal with that. So I'm I don't really want this job anymore. It doesn't really pay too well. Uh, so I think I think it's time for me to leave. I say that, but it's probably gonna be like another year until I leave, which I don't want that to be. I want it to be like tomorrow, to be honest. Okay, so why we self-sabotage. First off, I'm gonna say I still currently do this, so I'm not gonna speak on it as advice. I'm just probably gonna speak out my problems and almost figure out a way how to solve it, or just think further on the topic. And hopefully you guys can do the same because I feel like speaking out your problems is definitely a smarter thing to do, because you suppress all your emotions and they build up. I was never really a believer of like speaking out your problems at all. I never really loved that idea because I feel like I didn't have anyone um, in my life that I wanted to share my opinions to and my emotions because I didn't think anyone really wanted to hear it. So if you believe as well out there that you don't actually want people to hear all that stuff, it's not you. It's probably the people you're surrounding yourself with. You can always speak with someone and always make it better. I promise 99% of the time, it's just the people that you don't want to speak it to. Thankfully, I have really nice friends and really nice yeah, really nice some families, and it definitely helps. It's weird because I haven't actually said that out loud yet. I, I was pretty normally against speaking out on my opinions, but now I guess I've changed. Also, if it sounds like I'm speaking weirdly, it's because I have to project louder than I normally have to do because the camera, it's a 50 millimeter. If anyone that knows cameras, it's a decently sized lens, like zoom in. I can't zoom it out any further, so I'm actually a lot further away from the camera than what it probably appears on the video. And also, I want the audio to be decent, but who knows? Okay, so I self-sabotage quite a lot. Like a lot. Um, Sometimes I don't notice I'm doing it. Like, for example, there could be the more simpler things where it's like just looking in the mirror and having a bad hair day, and then it's sort of you're not as confident for the rest of the day, and you're not, for me, because I'm single, like not wanting to approach anyone. I don't approach anyone either. That can be a different conversation. I'm too scared to approach anyone, unfortunately. So I definitely need to work on that. yeah. Anyway, that's for a different day. And then I, on the minor things, also just, I don't know, I don't look at myself as confident as I should. And it sort of ruins my day, or ruins the way I think towards just everything, really, how I perceive my day. So that's something that needs to change. It's something that has been slowly changing. So I'm sort of wanting to speak it into existence as to why I'm recording this episode. Oh my God, sorry. I also forgot to say, I know it's a day late. This is a day later than the usual upload, so that's pretty wrong with me. But yesterday was hectic as, to be honest, I actually just went out. I had a life for one weekend, and that was pretty exciting. So apologies if it affected anyone, but just know I was having a really nice time yesterday. So suck it up. And another thing is with self-sabotage, the major thing, it's usually I don't want to say trauma response, but like, I guess it's the only word that would sort of describe it, as in, yeah, trauma might not be the best word because it sounds a bit extreme, but just things that have happened in your childhood as well. For example, I always was called, skinny, and I really don't like speaking myself in that way, but just for an example, I was always called that, so now I'm very conscious about the way I look, and if I'm, not hitting my weight or hitting, my goals that I have for things, then it ruins my confidence, and not only confidence, it also ruins the way I speak to people, which could, it's not like I speak to them harshly, but it could be one comment that I say seeking for, validation, and it comes across wrong. I seem a bit like a weirdo, like I want some sort of compliments. And it will, if you don't fix it, or if it's major, it will affect other things. So not only is it important, it can affect the other people around you. Not maybe minor, maybe like a minor case of it, or it could be extreme. Like, everyone's beautiful in their own way, and the only thing that will make you love yourself or fix yourself sabotage is you. Don't ever, well, I mean, you can, but don't ever expect other people to fix that and build up this thing that you have, because the only real lover and the only one who will truly know you is you, and you don't have to expect anything else. And it's good to know. I'm saying this because if you don't know it by now, but you shouldn't expect others to fill your void, unfortunately, as great as it would be. Other people do help, obviously, but there's going to be other parts of your life that no one can fill. No one's going to ever fully know you, and you're just going to have to understand that and move on, succeed, love yourself. Then you get to love others around you, have a better life, treat people better. As little as this title of the podcast might seem, why we self-sabotage, or whatever I call it, something to do with self-sabotage, it's actually a bit more important than what we believe at first. Yeah, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Well, actually, no, sorry, it's not anywhere near self-explanatory. It's actually a lot bigger of a issue than what comes across the eye. Okay, another reason about self-sabotage is I'm just reading my notes. I'm reading my notes because I kind of am winging this a little bit if you couldn't tell already, because you're in my car instead of in my room. But this could be a regular thing. If you like this, drop it in the comments down below. And also, hopefully YouTube doesn't stitch me up again and give me like 3 views. But 3 views and 2, excuse me, 3 views and 2 likes. A win is a win, I suppose. That's like a 66.66% like rate. That's amazing. So, thank you. Okay, another thing is fear of success. This sounds so stupid, but it's sort of relevant for me a little bit. When I was setting up my business, I'm kind of scared that it's gonna be successful. I'm gonna work for myself. Might not happen, might happen. But if it does happen, I'm sort of scared that I'd be locked in that job forever. I think I have a little bit of a, maybe, I wouldn't say I have commitment issues. Oh no. I wouldn't say I have commitment issues for, like regular things like relationships or feelings for things. Like, I'm definitely committed to a lot of things and it's kind of dangerous. But in the long run, things like what myself is going to do for like a job, then I'm really scared that I'm going to be locked into something that I don't like. So I'm scared about that, and that's sort of self-sabotaging myself in a way, because you got to realize that, hey, you can leave whatever bad situation you're in. Obviously, there's some cases that you can't, the extreme cases. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. But most of the time, you can leave anything you're in. Like, I could just stop working for people. Maybe some people I'll let them down. But, like I said earlier, the only person that's going to make you happy is you, not others. Stop relying on others. So, maybe fear of success could be a reason why we self-sabotage. Maybe people out there listening right now, that's more relevant to you, or maybe it's not at all, it's just relevant to me, so that's why I brought it up. And then the last reason is probably low self-worth. This one isn't as relevant for me, but again, this podcast isn't for me, it's meant to be helping you guys. And believing we don't deserve better for things. It's a little bit harder to speak about this, so it's going to be a little bit of a shorter one, because it doesn't relate, so I haven't experienced it. But some people, excuse me, some people that I've been around, just, they don't really want to perform their best, and voice crack, and that's okay, but it's in a way, it's got to change. It's got to change a lot. I feel like everyone should try to be their best versions of themselves, obviously. And if you're not, you might not even realize that you're not being your best version, or you might not even be trying to be your best version of yourself right now. It's great to even realize if you're in the wrong or in the right of change. And change is good, by the way. Change is really good. I need to Remember that, because it gives you new experiences and new elements and new opinions on life to change the way you think and believe, and gives you great opinions on things. Change is really, really good. As scary as it is, you kind of have to overcome it. Boo-hoo, I know. But, yeah, change is good. If you have low self-esteem, you do need to change it. It might take, might take a little bit. Might take more than 6 months. Might take a year. Might take 2 years. Might not even be a problem right now. Might be a problem further down the line. But if you realize that you're in the wrong, then that's already one step closer to fixing the problem. Yeah. Get a load of that, alright? Okay. So, here's a little things to break the cycle of self-sabotage. It might be easier for others. It might be harder for others. Who cares? Just let's break it, alright? As I just said, awareness and noticing patterns. One step ahead if you know that you're self-sabotaging. Like me, I do need to fix it. But again, I don't think it's something I'll be able to fix over, a year or two. No, maybe over a year or two. But in like weeks, for example, or a couple months, I probably won't be able to fix it because it's built up of personality that's been developed over 20 years. It's something very serious that will take longer than just hey, it's wrong. Let me fix it right now, because I'm always gonna feel, not always, but I'm gonna feel for a while low self-esteem, low bad opinions on myself. I might not look nice, but it is something. I'll just have to be, a freaking icon and prove them haters wrong. Oh, fuck no. Just, yeah, you get my point. What else? What else? You have to be kinder to yourself. It sounds pretty easy, but it's not as easy as it sounds. Yeah. You guys are awesome. You know you're awesome. Like, I'm sure I think about myself a lot. Sorry, but everyone does. And you think of yourself, I'm hoping mainly in a positive way. You might have some bad times or bad days where you're thinking very negatively on yourself, but I'm hoping majority of the times you feel confident. And then if you feel confident, then you know the days that you're feeling confident is the best version of yourself, and the days you're feeling negative is obviously the bad days. So, what I'm trying to say is, you can just technically, it sounds stupid, technically always feel positive about yourself, because you know at your natural habitat that you do like yourself. I know that sounds stupid, but it kind of makes sense. Maybe I didn't do my best describing of it, but I swear in my head that made sense. Maybe it didn't actually. Maybe it didn't. Yeah, it felt like it made sense. But furthermore, man, I'm speaking like I'm writing a paragraph. This is a mess. I'm speaking like a mess. I should have just maybe, I don't know. Actually. I don't know what I should have done. But yeah, if this is making sense and actually like you're liking it, then It'd be pretty cool if you like the video. Damn, I don't want to. I don't want to speak about like this. I just want. I want it to be like feeling like we're on one-on-one. Like, oh, you don't have to like the video. Oh, you like the video, like and subscribe, because it's blah 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 talk. That was interesting vocabulary. But I want to be speaking like I'm speaking to you, but it's annoying because stupid YouTube don't demonetize me for saying that.